Okay guys, we're here at Commit in Fernie, BC, and we're just going to go through a couple of the changes in snowboarding and how we can kind of look at the snowboard in a new light. This one right here, and first of all we're going to talk about the camber of the snowboard, okay? And what camber means is the actual shape and the bend to the snowboard, okay? And this one here is the traditional regular camber, okay? So if you look down, we can see that it's actually starting at the top. We have contact points to hit the snow, and then in the middle it raises up, and then on the back we're touching snow again. Okay, so if I was to put that down, there would be a little bit of space under here. Okay, and what that does for you is gives you a great amount of performance and push back from the snowboard. Okay, it's a great all-around board. Camber is the original. So when you're looking at a snowboard, you want to be looking at something that you're going to enjoy riding. And what we're going to talk about here is the difference between this camber and then a couple of the other options that are super good for this type of mountain. Just going to pop over here. Then we're going to go to a reverse camber. Okay, so this is kind of the complete opposite to what we just saw. This is something that's going to be a little bit easier to move around, especially in deeper snow. It's going to give you a little bit more float, and it's a little bit more of a playful board for the person that's kind of getting into snowboarding and maybe wants to get a little bit jibby. It's real easy to move from nose to tail because you don't have to push so much up here. So you can see up here that if you are standing on the board, the nose of the board is going to be raised up a little bit as opposed to pushing on the snow, and in the center, that's your real contact point. Okay, and then at the back, again, sort of raised up. So it's a super playful, kind of a pow stick. Lots of park riders are going to be into something like this. And the big thing is, you have to ride the board that's good for your style and what you really want to get out of it. So this guy, complete opposite to the camber board. And then, thank goodness for technology, we have something that's sort of in between both of them. Okay, so you're looking at a camber with a little bit of reverse. Okay, there are so many different types of hybrid boards out there now that it'd be impossible for me in the time that we have to go through all of them. What you're looking at essentially is you're going to have some camber underfoot, or just set back a little bit, and a little bit of rocker on the nose. Okay, and what I mean by rocker is it actually lifts up in the nose. So this type of snowboard here is going to kill it sort of all mountain. It's going to be great to float and pow. It's got a bit of a wider nose to it, so that's going to give you that lift that you're looking for. And it's super adaptable because you're going to have camber, and you can sort of see, if we look down the board, we have our camber that's set back here, and then we have a little bit of early rise up here. Okay, so that's going to be super effective in sort of choppy snow. It's going to be super effective in the POW as well. So what you're looking for in a snowboard is really, you got to match your style to the board. And the best way to do that is to rock up into the shops that are in the local town that you're going to be riding at, and really having a chat with the guys that know it. There's so many experienced riders around here that will set you up with the board that you're looking for. Sweet. Let's move into talking about these suckers, bindings. Okay, one of the most important pieces of equipment that you have, and it's super important that you get something that's going to correctly fit your boot. Okay, and I'll say that again, something that's going to correctly fit your boot. So bring your boots into the shop just to make sure that they're going to actually fit nicely. Okay, there's lots of different construction going on and lots of different bindings that sort of will fit a specific boot better than another one. A big thing that you're going to want to look at with bindings is the strap system. Is it super technical? Is it nice and thick? Is it going to be cushy? Okay, you want to take away from pressure points, especially nowadays with all the technology. When you buy new bindings, you can really take away and add to the comfort and contact to the snowboard that you have. Okay, so these are the ones that are strapping your feet to the actual snowboard. So you can see how it's very important to get that good connected feel. Your high backs and whatnot, there's lots of technology out there. There's some people that are doing the no backs. For the terrain that you're going to be riding around here, high backs are essential. Do not come with a no back binding. These guys are going to give you the support and stability that you need to ride this big mountain. We got other types of bindings. Very, very similar construction. You'll see that all of the bindings now, or the vast majority of the bindings, have this toe cap, simple ratchet systems, okay, and then a fairly beefy heel strap, right? Each binding has a different stiffness to it. So depending on your rider, just like on the snowboard side, you want to be thinking, hey, what do I want to get out of this binding? Do I want something that's going to be more playful and soft so I can move around a bit? Or do I want something that's a little bit stiffer and rigid that's going to help me carve on piece and be a little bit more of an all-mountain binder? Those are the things that you really want to be looking into. Composites, as far as different composites, what the actual binding's made out of. You'll get metals, you'll get hybrid plastics. Whatever you're looking at, make sure it's a tried and true. So in here we have Union, Flux. I know Burton's a great binding. So there's some out there, and like I said, with the snowboards, what you're best to do is really come into the local shops and have a chat with the guys and say, hey, I got this board, or I need a board and I need a binding. What's going to be best for this setup?